Ever wonder what you'd look like if every lie you ever told instantly aged your body by one full day? Here's exactly what would happen. And spoiler, you would not make it. New rule for the whole planet. Tell a lie, any lie, and your body jumps forward exactly 24 hours. No warning, no undo button. Your cells just age instantly. And it counts everything. The big lies, the tiny lies, the I'm 5 minutes away while you're still in bed. The universe doesn't care how small it was because a lie is a lie. Sounds harmless, right? One day is nothing, and you've got like 30,000 of them left. But that's the trap, so let's count how many lies you actually tell, because you won't like it. Researchers who studied this found the average person tells roughly 1 to 2 lies every single day. Most are tiny, like I'm good, or love the gift, or traffic was crazy and you barely noticed them. But watch the math, turn evil. 2 lies a day times 365 days equals 730 lies a year, and that's 730 extra days, basically 2 years of aging. So for every 1 normal year you live, your body actually ages about 3 years. Time speeds up on you, so you're aging at triple speed and you don't even feel it happening yet. Let's follow one regular person and call him Greg. Greg is 25, healthy, and totally normal, but Greg also fibs like everybody else, so let's watch one ordinary day wreck him. 7 in the morning. The alarm goes off, and his boss texts you up. Greg types, "Yep, already getting ready," while lying flat in bed. That's lie number 1, and his knees crack as he stands. He walks past a neighbor who asks, "Morning, how are you?" "Great, you," he says, but he's not great, he's exhausted, so that's lie number 2. A single gray hair sprouts, and he doesn't notice it yet. At work, the boss asks, "Did you finish the report?" "Almost done," says Greg. But Greg hasn't even started, so that's lie 3. A wrinkle creeps across his forehead, and the day is just getting going. At lunch, a coworker shows ugly vacation photos, and Greg says, "Wow, beautiful," which is lie 4. Then we should hang out sometime, even though he never will, which is lie 5. His back gives a tiny, ominous twinge. By the afternoon, Greg has casually told about 10 little lies, and that's 10 days. By bedtime, it's 14, so that's 2 whole weeks of aging crammed into one boring Tuesday. Now multiply Greg's Tuesday by a whole life, from his first childhood fib to right now. The average adult has told tens of thousands of lies, which is tens of thousands of days, so do the math. 30,000 lies is over 80 years of extra aging, so a 25-year-old who lied like everyone else in this world, his body would already be over 100, or honestly just gone. But hold on, because the first morning this rule turns on, nobody knows yet. Billions of people wake up and do what they always do, they lie, and the whole planet starts to wrinkle all at once. By breakfast, millions feel a weird ache, and by lunch, people are staring at their hands. New wrinkles, stiff joints, a gray streak that wasn't there an hour ago, and panic starts to spread. Someone finally connects the dots and says, "Wait, every time I lie, I get older." The news explodes, and scientists confirm it live on TV, terrified to say a single word wrong. And here's the cruel part, you can't just stop lying cold, because lies are reflexes. "I'm fine. On my way" sounds fun. They fly out of your mouth before your brain ever catches up. People try to go silent, figuring if they don't talk, they don't age, but silence is hard, and the second you slip and say, "Yeah, totally," just to be polite, boom, another day is gone. Now, let's talk about the people who lie for a living, because this rule does not treat everyone equally. Some jobs are about to become a literal death sentence. Take the used car salesman. "This baby's never had a problem." That's a day. "I'm losing money on this deal." Another day. "Last one in stock." Another day. He ages a decade before lunch. Now, the politicians, oh boy. The campaign promises alone would turn them to dust mid-speech. One big rally, and a candidate would crumble into a pile of wrinkles right behind the podium. Advertising gone, every results may vary, exaggeration costs days, so marketing departments would empty out overnight, and suddenly every ad on earth becomes painfully, awkwardly honest. Lawyers, poker players, that one influencer who fakes their whole life online, all the professional pretenders, they'd be the first to go. Fame built on lies would literally cost you your youth. Meanwhile, dating apps collapse instantly. No more fake heights, fake jobs, or fake photos, because one lie in your bio and you show up to the date looking like your own grandparent. Job interviews change forever. "Tell me your biggest weakness," they ask. And there's no more "I just work too hard." Now it's brutal truth. Because one polished little fib ages you right in front of the hiring manager. Even tiny social lies get exposed. "No, you didn't wake me up. I'm not mad. That casserole was delicious." Every polite white lie now physically marks your face, so people start telling the truth. And honesty gets harsh. Strangers blurt out exactly what they think because lying hurts too much. "Your singing is bad. I forgot your name. I don't want to be here." Brutal, but young. Mirrors become the scariest object on earth, and people avoid them completely because every morning your reflection is the receipt for every lie you told yesterday, and it never lies back. Society splits into two groups: the young-looking honest people, fresh-faced and brutally blunt, and the ancient liars, hunched over and wrinkled, who just couldn't keep their stories straight. You could now guess how honest someone is just by looking at them. A smooth young face means a clean conscience, but deep wrinkles, that person has been lying their whole life. But wait, there's a loophole everybody's screaming about. What about jokes, sarcasm, acting, or telling your kid the tooth fairy is real? Where's the line between a lie and just being human? Turns out the rule reads your intent. If you mean to deceive, you age, but a joke everyone's in on is safe. Still, telling grandma her cooking's amazing just to spare her feelings, that one counts. Which means the kindest lies hurt you too. The you look amazing, the everything's going to be okay, all the little mercies we tell people we love, the universe charges you for those the same. So now you face a real choice every single day: tell the kind lie and age, or tell the brutal truth and stay young. Suddenly being nice has a price tag measured in years. Parents have it. Brutal. Every the dog went to live on a farm. Every this won't hurt. Every Santa secret. Raising a kid honestly would now keep you young, but lying to protect them is costly. And get this, the biggest liars of all are the ones who lie to themselves. I'll start tomorrow. One more episode. I'm not scared. Does self-deception count? The rule says yes. So the people who fool themselves the most age the fastest of all. The deniers, the pretenders, the ones who can't admit the truth, even alone in their own head. Time eats them alive. Now let's escalate to the wild stuff. If lying ages you, can you reverse it? People start to wonder, what if telling the truth, the really hard truth, gives you days back? Sadly, no refunds. The rule is one way, so truth keeps you where you are, but it never gives the years back. Every lie you've already told is permanently baked into your body. So humanity adapts. Schools teach kids radical honesty from age 3, use your true words, and whole generations grow up barely lying at all. And they look incredible, 50-year-olds who pass for 25. A new luxury appears. Looking young is no longer about creams or surgery, it's pure proof you're an honest person. Smooth skin becomes the ultimate flex, and the richest currency is the truth. But there's a dark twist. A black market appears. People hire lie takers, desperate folks paid huge money to tell lies on your behalf, aging themselves so you stay young. Yikes. Wait, but does that even work? The rule ages the one who actually intends the lie, so the lie taker ages, sure, but it never saves the liar from their own mouth. Courtrooms become magical. No more lying under oath, because witnesses physically can't fake it without crumbling on the stand. Justice gets terrifyingly fast, and guilty people basically confess just to keep their faces. Relationships change forever. No more "I'm not jealous," no more secret little cover-ups. Couples are forced into total honesty. It's painful at first, but the ones who survive it come out rock solid and young. Now the jaw dropper. Who would basically become immortal in this world? Think about it. Who lies the absolute least? Almost never deceiving anyone on purpose. The answer might surprise you. Young kids before they learn to fib, brutally blunt grandparents who stopped caring what people think, and people who simply talk less. The honest, the quiet, and the fearless would barely age at all. And the fastest to age, not criminals, not villains, it's the people pleasers, the ones who lie constantly just to keep everyone happy. Sure, no problem, I'd love to kindness, quietly killing them. Let's run the worst case scenario. A true compulsive liar, someone who lies hundreds of times a day, they'd burn through years in a week, a month of fibbing, and they'd be dust. Now, the best case, imagine a perfectly honest person who tells the truth their whole life. They'd age at exactly the normal human rate, no faster. So in this world, honesty is basically the fountain of youth. And here's the mind bender. Humanity might actually thank this rule. War, scams, fraud, broken trust. So much of it runs on lies. So take lying away, and the whole world gets weirdly, painfully better. But it'd also be lonelier. Half of being polite is little lies, so the whole world goes blunt overnight. Brutal honesty everywhere. We'd be younger, but a lot of feelings would get crushed. So back to you. Right now today, think about every lie you've told just this week. The little ones, the polite ones, the ones you forgot the second you said them, and add them all up. 10 lies this week. That's a week and a half of aging. A normal year of fibbing? That's around 2 extra years on your body, and that's if you're one of the honest ones. Now picture your whole life laid out, every fib since childhood. If they all hit at once, how old would you actually look in the mirror tomorrow morning? Be honest, because for once, it really counts. The wild thing is, most of us would be unrecognizable, and not because we're bad people, but because lying is woven into being human. We do it to be kind, to fit in, and to survive. So here's the gut punch. In a world like this, the youngest faces wouldn't be the prettiest people, they'd be the most honest ones, and the truth would literally be written all over your skin. So tell me the truth in the comments. How old would you look right now if every lie aged you a day? Give me your honest guess. And hey, if you lie about it, well, you know what happens.
If you want more wild what ifs, hit subscribe and come check out the channel.